Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Sophie, and I'm here with Leo. It's really nice to be with you today. I always feel calm when we start talking like this.
Hi, everyone. I'm Leo. I feel the same, Sophie. This time, our topic is very close to daily life. We want to talk about what we do after work or school. It sounds simple, but it can feel very personal.
Yes, because the day does not really end when work or school ends. For many people, that time after is important. It can be relaxing, stressful, or even confusing. Sometimes I don't know what I want to do when I get home.
That happens to me too. After a long day, your body's tired, but your mind is still busy. Some days I want to do everything. Other days I want to do nothing at all.
And both feelings are okay. We want this conversation to feel real and warm, like two friends talking after a long day. Maybe you'll hear something that feels familiar to you.
If you enjoy this episode, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us and supports the podcast.
Thank you for being here with us. So, Leo, what do you usually do after work?
After work, the first thing I feel is tiredness. I leave the office and my head is still full of emails and small problems. When I get home, I usually take off my shoes and sit down for a few minutes. I don't touch my phone right away. I just sit and breathe. It helps me change from work time to my own time.
I like that idea. I feel that moment is important too. When I come home, I often go straight to the kitchen and make tea. It's a small habit, but it tells my mind that the workday is over. While the water is boiling, I look out the window. That quiet moment feels safe.
Really? That sounds peaceful. I think small habits can change how the evening feels. If I skip that quiet time, I feel rushed and a bit lost. Sometimes I go from work stress straight into thinking about dinner or chores, and it feels too fast.
I feel the same. After tea, I usually change my clothes into something comfortable. It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference. My body feels lighter. Then I ask myself a small question. What do I need right now? Not what I should do, but what I need.
That's a good question. For me, the answer changes every day. Some days I need movement, so I go for a short walk. Other days I need rest, so I lie on the sofa and listen to music. I try not to judge myself for that.
That happens to me too. I used to feel bad if I didn't do something useful after work. I thought I had to study, clean, or plan something. But now I understand that rest is also useful. It helps me feel better the next day.
Yes, exactly. I remember one week when work was very busy. Every evening, I tried to be productive at home too. After a few days, I felt empty and angry for no clear reason. Then I realized I needed to slow down.
I had a similar time last year. After school, I went to a course 3 evenings a week. On the other days, I met friends. It sounded good, but I was always tired. One night, I stayed home and did nothing special. I just cooked, ate slowly, and went to bed early. The next morning, I felt like a new person.
That's a great feeling. I think evenings can heal us if we let them. For me, cooking is part of that healing. I'm not a great cook, but I enjoy cutting vegetables and smelling the food. It keeps my hands busy and my mind calm.
Cooking can be very calming. When I cook, I feel present. I'm not thinking about the past or the future. I'm just there. Sometimes I play soft music in the background. It turns a normal evening into a kind moment.
Do you usually cook alone or with someone?
Most days, I cook alone. At first, I thought it was a bit lonely, but now I see it as my time. I talk to myself a little or I think about the day. On weekends, I like cooking with friends. That feels more social and fun.
I like that balance. After work, I don't always want to talk. My job needs a lot of communication. So in the evening, quiet feels good. Later at night, I might message a friend or call my family.
That makes sense. After school, I feel the same way. Talking all day can be tiring. In the evening, I choose who I talk to more carefully. If I feel low on energy, I don't force myself to reply to everyone right away.
That's important. I used to answer messages as soon as I got them, even if I was tired. Now I tell myself it's okay to reply later. The people who care will understand.
Yes, and that reduces stress. Speaking of stress, what do you do on days when work or school is really hard?
On those days, my body feels heavy. When I get home, I try to do one small kind thing for myself. Sometimes it's a hot shower. Sometimes it's sitting in silence for 10 minutes. I don't try to fix everything that night.
I like that idea. One small, kind thing. For me, it's often writing a few lines in a notebook. I don't write a lot, just how I feel. It helps me take the stress out of my head and put it on paper.
That's a good habit. I tried journaling before, but I stopped because I thought I had to write a lot. Now I see that a few lines are enough. It's not about being perfect.
Exactly. After that, I usually watch something light, not something serious, a simple show or a short video. It helps my brain relax before sleep.
Same here. I avoid heavy news in the evening. If I watch something sad or angry, it stays with me at night. I prefer calm or funny content after work.
That happens to me too. Sleep is very important, and evenings affect sleep a lot. When I have a calm evening, I fall asleep faster.
Yes, evenings set the tone for the next day. If I rush and stress all night, I wake up tired. If I take care of myself, the morning feels easier.
It's interesting how small choices after work can change our mood. Even choosing to rest is a choice, and it's a valid one.
I agree. We often think life is only about big goals, but evenings are made of small moments. Those moments matter.
They really do. And everyone's evening looks different. There is no right or wrong way. The important thing is to listen to yourself.
Well said. Listening to yourself is a skill, and it takes time, but it's worth learning.
I think many listeners will feel this. After work or school, we all just want to feel okay and a little bit at peace.
Yes, and that's a good goal for any evening.
You know, Leo, another thing that shapes my evenings is how I leave work or school in my mind. Sometimes my body is at home, but my thoughts are still there. On those days, the evening feels shorter and heavier.
I understand that very well. I often replay conversations from work in my head. I think about what I said or what I should have said. It can steal my evening if I'm not careful. I'm learning to tell myself, today is done.
That sentence is powerful. I say something similar when I close my laptop. I say, this can wait until tomorrow. It doesn't always work, but it helps. It gives me permission to let go for a few hours.
Permission is a good word. Many adults forget they need permission to rest. After work, we move into another list of duties, but evenings don't have to be full of tasks.
That's true. Some evenings, I don't plan anything at all. At first, that made me uncomfortable. I felt like I was wasting time, but now I see those empty evenings as space to breathe.
I used to fill every evening with something too. Gym, meetings, plans with friends. It looked good on paper, but I felt tired all the time. One day, I canceled everything and stayed home. I felt guilty, but also relieved.
That relief feeling is important. It tells us something. For me, evenings at home help me feel balanced.
I might read a few pages of a book or just sit quietly. There is no pressure.
Reading is a big part of my evenings too, but not every day. Sometimes I just don't have the energy. On those days, I listen to music or a podcast. It feels like company without effort.
That's a nice way to say it. Company without effort. I think many people feel lonely in the evening, especially after busy days. Soft voices and calm sounds can help with that.
Yes, especially for people who live alone. After work, the silence can feel loud. I learned to accept that silence instead of fighting it. Now it feels peaceful most of the time.
I like that perspective. Silence doesn't have to mean loneliness. It can also mean rest. Of course, some evenings I really want to talk and laugh. On those nights, I call a friend or meet someone.
Balance again. Some evenings are for connection, some are for recovery. I think knowing the difference is important. If I force myself to be social when I'm tired, I don't enjoy it.
Same here. I used to say yes to every invitation. Now I ask myself how I really feel. If I'm too tired, I stay home without guilt. That took time to learn.
Guilt is a big part of evenings, isn't it? Guilt for not doing enough. Guilt for resting. I try to remind myself that rest makes me a better person the next day.
That's very true. After a calm evening, I'm kinder and more patient. After a stressful one, everything feels harder. It's a clear connection.
Another thing I noticed is food. What and how I eat in the evening changes my mood. If I rush dinner or eat while working, I don't feel satisfied.
I agree. I try to eat without my phone when I can. Even if the meal is simple, eating slowly helps me relax. It's another way to tell my body that the day is slowing down.
Slowing down is the key. After work or school, we don't need to speed up again. We need a soft landing. Evenings can be that place.
That's a beautiful way to put it. A soft landing. I think many listeners need to hear that. Life is demanding, but evenings can be gentle.
Yes, and gentle doesn't mean boring. It just means kind. Kind to our bodies and minds.
I remember one evening when everything felt wrong. I was tired, hungry, and sad for no clear reason. Instead of pushing through, I went to bed early. The next day was much better.
That happens to me too. Sometimes the best evening plan is sleep. We don't talk about that enough. Sleep is not lazy. It's necessary.
Absolutely. And it's okay if evenings change over time. What you need after work this year may be different next year.
That's an important point. Our lives change, so our evenings change too. The goal is not a perfect routine, but a supportive one.
Supportive evenings. I like that idea. Evenings that support who we are and what we need.
Me too. When evenings feel supportive, life feels more manageable. Even hard days feel less heavy.
I hope our listeners feel encouraged to look at their evenings with kindness. Small changes can make a big difference.
Yes, even one small change can help. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what feels right.
Leo, I've been thinking about how evenings also reflect how we feel about our lives in general. When I'm happy with my work or school, my evenings feel lighter. When I'm unsure or stressed, evenings feel heavier, even if nothing bad happens.
That's very true. I noticed that when I feel stuck at work, evenings become confusing. I don't know what to do with myself. I walk around the house, start something, stop it, and feel restless.
That restlessness is hard. I feel it too sometimes. On those evenings, I try not to make big decisions. I tell myself, this is not the time to fix your whole life. It's just the time to get through the evening gently.
I like that mindset. I used to think evenings were the best time to think deeply, but often I was just tired. My thoughts were not clear. Now I save big thinking for weekends or mornings.
That's a smart change. Evenings are emotional times. We are more sensitive then. Small things can feel big. A short message, a small mistake, or even noise can affect us more.
Yes, and knowing that helps me be patient with myself. If I feel low after work, I don't panic anymore. I remind myself that it's normal to feel this way at the end of the day.
Normalizing feelings is important. Many people think they are doing something wrong if they feel tired or sad in the evening, but often it's just the body asking for care.
Care can be very simple. For me, it's dimming the lights at home. Bright light keeps me alert. Softer light tells my body to slow down.
I do that too. I also lower the volume of everything. Music, videos, even my own voice. I speak more softly in the evening. It changes the mood of the whole space.
That's interesting. Creating an evening atmosphere. We talk a lot about morning routines, but evenings matter just as much.
Maybe even more. Mornings start the day, but evenings close it. How we close the day stays with us.
That's very true. I notice that when I end the day with calm, I wake up with more hope. Even if the next day will be busy, I feel stronger.
Hope is a good word. Evenings can give us hope if we treat them kindly. A good evening doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to feel safe.
Safety is important. After dealing with expectations all day, evening should be a place with fewer rules, a place where we don't have to perform.
Yes, no performance, just being yourself. I think many adults forget how important that is. We are always on during the day.
Exactly. And when we don't turn that off, we burn out slowly. Evenings are our chance to recharge.
Recharge is a good everyday word. We don't need big methods, just small things that fill us again.
For me, one of those things is doing something with my hands, not for work, just for myself. Sometimes I clean, sometimes I fix small things. Sometimes I draw badly.
I love that. Doing something without pressure to be good at it. I sometimes bake, even if it doesn't turn out perfect. The process matters more than the result.
That takes courage, actually, letting things be imperfect. Evenings are a good time to practice that.
They really are. And it's okay if some evenings don't go well. Not every day ends nicely. That doesn't mean you failed.
I agree. Bad evenings happen. The key is not to judge yourself too harshly. Tomorrow is another chance.
That's comforting to remember. When I have a bad evening, I tell myself, this is just one evening. It helps me let go.
Me too. Life is made of many evenings, not just one. One difficult night doesn't define you.
I think that message is important for our listeners. Be gentle with yourself after work or school. You've already done enough for one day.
Yes, you really have.
Leo, as we talk about all this, I realize how much evenings have taught me about myself. After work or school, I see what really matters to me. The noise of the day is gone, and what's left feels honest.
I feel the same. Evenings show me my limits. They show me when I need rest and when I need connection. During the day, I can ignore those signs, but in the evening, they are clear.
That clarity can feel uncomfortable sometimes. When I'm alone in the evening, I can't hide from my feelings. But I'm learning that this is not a bad thing. It's part of growing.
Yes, growth doesn't always look active. Sometimes it looks like sitting quietly and noticing how you feel. That's still progress.
I wish more people talked about that. We often celebrate busy evenings, but calm evenings also deserve respect. They help us stay balanced.
Balance is something many adults are searching for. After work or school, we want to feel like ourselves again, not just a role we play.
Exactly. Evenings help me return to myself. Whether I cook, rest, or talk to someone I love, I feel more human.
That's a beautiful way to say it. Feeling human again. I think that's what most people want after a long day.
And it doesn't require big changes, just small choices made with care. Choosing rest over pressure, choosing kindness over judgment.
Those choices add up over time. A good evening today can lead to a better week, even a better year.
I truly believe that. When evenings feel supportive, life feels less heavy. Problems don't disappear, but we feel stronger.
Stronger and calmer. And when we are calmer, we can handle challenges better. It's all connected.
To anyone listening, I want to say this. Your evenings matter. What you do after work or school matters, even if it looks simple.
Yes, you don't need to copy anyone else's routine. Your evening should fit your life, your energy, and your needs.
And it's okay if that changes. Be patient with yourself. You are allowed to rest, change your mind, and slow down.
You are allowed to end the day gently. You've earned that.
Thank you, Leo. This conversation feels like a calm evening in itself.
Thank you, Sophie. I hope our listeners feel the same calm and take it into their own evenings.
Take care of yourselves and see you next time.
See you soon.